Okay, so I am sure by now you are probably wondering why they don't just come out and tell us. Why is it that they don't want us to know about how we actually have a binary twin solar system? I am talking about there being another set of planets and another sun that travel on its own elliptical course, and every 3,600 or so years, this other solar system crosses paths with our solar system. So you remember me telling you about Samuel Hoffman, right? He is the person that actually made this dramatic discovery that we actually have this binary twin solar system. So let's take a moment and explain exactly how that happened. So back when Samuel was a child, it was discovered early on that he actually had a prodigy level IQ. And for that very reason alone, it's no surprise that later in life, Samuel would make such a significant discovery. So back in 1978, when Samuel was just 17 years old and still a junior in high school, he wrote a very significant paper. It was one of his term papers for that year, and it is something that would eventually change his entire life. So in this term paper that is now classified by the U.S. government, Samuel made two very remarkable claims. In this paper, he wrote about how he believed, based on his mathematical calculations, that we actually have a binary twin solar system. That, along with the fact that we actually live in an electrical universe, not gravitational. His teacher takes that paper and turns it in to a group at a local university. This is where the government gets involved. So long story short, the government waited until Samuel turned 18 and graduated high school, and then they showed up to talk to him about that paper he wrote. And ultimately, they forced him into signing a 30-year non-disclosure agreement to keep him from talking about it. That is when Samuel knew, beyond any doubt at all, that what he wrote in that paper was actually true. So after Samuel reluctantly signed that 30-year non-disclosure agreement, he turned around and asked them, "So why only 30 years?" To which they replied, "Because by the time this wears off, which will be in 2010, it's not going to matter what you say anyway, because no one will ever believe you." And why won't most people end up believing what Samuel says? It's because of these conspiracy theories right there. These conspiracies were purposefully created to help the government be able to explain away natural effects that are caused by our twin solar system, effects to our sky, sun, clouds, and weather. Now seriously, lying is nothing to these people, and there is truly no limit to the number of lies that they will tell us in order to keep everyone from knowing that these other planets exist, let alone from knowing that they're here right now, passing just outside Earth's atmosphere. This is why they go to all the trouble that they do to make people believe that the things that are happening in our sky are man-made. They want people to believe they're man-made so they won't realize that it's actually a natural event from these other planets. So with all of that being said, now let's talk about why they don't want us to know this other solar system exists. So like I was saying, the planets of our twin solar system are here right now. They are passing very close by Earth, just outside Earth's atmosphere. And two of these other planets are inhabited, the planets Nibiru and Saru. So you see, to the higher races that live on the planets Nibiru and Saru, to them, Earth is considered a factory planet. And to the beings on these other planets, humans were purposefully created to be workers. We are considered self-replicating biotools. And we were created to work on factory Earth, where ultimately everything that we do goes towards providing goods and commodities, things like gold and other minerals, to these higher races on these other planets. Things that they need for their survival. So there's absolutely no question that aliens are real, and overall, our entire existence is pretty much a lie. And they have manipulated our world and our thinking since day one. They lie to better control us. And the more brainwashed people are, the more easily they can be controlled. So now you have a better understanding as to what is really happening, how we have another solar system passing close by Earth that is affecting our sky and our weather, and how the government has created a long list of conspiracies to make people believe what they're seeing in the sky and weather are man-made, when really it's because of close passing planets. We also now know who discovered this other solar system and how, as well as the fact that aliens from other planets actually control Earth and consider Earth their factory. They don't have to invade Earth. Earth is already theirs. Next, we are going to start going into the 14 years of photographic documentation that I have to offer that back all of this up and support everything that I am saying. In the next episode, we will be talking about how to recognize what is a planet versus an asteroid, moon, and a craft. So I look forward to sharing these pictures with you. Part 4 coming soon. So P.S. I have one important clarification I need to make. So when I say that Samuel Hoffman discovered this other solar system, what I actually mean is that he is the person that discovered this other solar system during our particular lifetime. So we may not know who actually discovered this other solar system, but we do know that it passes by Earth approximately every 3,600 years, which means that there have been many, many previous civilizations before us that were also aware of these other planets, and they left behind artifacts to show us the things that they saw. So we're most definitely not the first or the last civilization that will see these planets. And no matter how all of this plays out, Earth will be just fine. So don't buy into the hype. The world is not ending, but this is a reset event. And in 3,600 years, there will be an entire new generation of people, and they too will marvel at the beauty of our binary twin solar system.